Okay, guys, this is a test that we're going to do using my AKG P120. It's a large diaphragm condenser. I've got it on a Rode boom arm. I've got it laid out absolutely flat. I've got the keyboard so far in front of me that it's actually uncomfortable to reach. Okay? And this is the thing about gaming. I've set these guys up with it. The ones that have the money, they get just a particular set of equipment. The ones that are coming in their low budget, they want to sound like their buddy, and they can't. It's just that simple. Okay? So the OP's complaining about his buddies telling him that they can hear all his background noise. Now, I'm coming in right now, and I'm going to be silent because right now I'm coming in around a negative 30, maybe a negative 25 to 30, and it's just extremely way too low. Because when these boys start getting into this game, they're going to start screaming, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Turn your volume up. Turn your volume up, because they get into these games. And the more, the heat of the battle, the harder they start hitting that keyboard. Okay? So I've set this up just about the best way that can be possibly done. And let's just go ahead. I'm going to be silent, and let's just watch the noise floor down here on the bottom left where it says current. Okay. Now, the reason it's fluctuating is because of my computer that is 8 foot away from me. The fan's starting to kick in because I'm running I use Camtasia Pro, and it's extremely heavy on the CPU. Now, I've cleared the computer. I've turned it off. I've rebooted it. There's nothing running in the background. It's just a heavy usage program. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to get this input up to around a negative 12. And at this volume right here, this could possibly be too low as well. Just like we do. These guys are up there doing their sound checks to make sure that they can hear everybody so they can go through and they can play this game. Now, they take their games just as serious as we take our recordings. Okay? And this is the problem. These guys are up here buying these stupid, stinking $20 condenser mics off of eBay with an 1/8-inch plug-in, trying to go into their computer. And truly, what we need to do is simply, quit dicking around with them and telling them, try this, try that, and try that. Be very, you don't have to be rude, but just be very, straightforward. What you're trying to do does not work. I understand you want to drive a Mercedes, but brother, right now, you don't even have enough money for a Volkswagen. Okay? Now, with that being said, I'm going to be silent, and I'm going to start hitting my enter button over here on my keyboard. Like I said, I've got it as far away as I can. Like I said, it's uncomfortable. But watch what happens now when I start tapping it. I'm just going to start off slow, and then I'm going to do it like they were in the heat of battle, because this is what it sounds like, and you should be able to pick it up, no problem whatsoever. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and hit the record button, and let's just watch. Now, that's just me hitting it, okay? But this is what these guys do up there. They're sitting there slamming this thing, okay? Bill, he's coming up on your ass, man. Shoot him down, get him. So, all right, man, I got him. That's what they're doing, okay? That's exactly what they're doing. So now what I'm going to do is simply just pause the recording. Now I'm going to take this, I'm going to turn my gain back down. I'm going to take this 20 dB switch off, and now I'm going to adjust my gain again, okay, to where it comes up to where I was at before. Okay, Now, let's look at our noise floor. Okay, it's still pretty close. You got to understand, I'm 6 dBs, you know, of headroom to meet the ACX requirements of a negative 60 max on their noise floor. All right. So now let's go ahead and hit record again, or take the pause off. So now as I do this and come through, you can see where the level's at. I was able to turn the gain input down, and now I'm going to hit the keyboard again. Okay, it's coming in at a negative 27, and I don't care. Literally, you're going to have to show me the condenser microphone that's going to block out that noise that's less than 18 inches away from me on a good mic. Okay, there's only so much gain you can play around with. You turn it down too low, they're not going to be able to hear you. They're not going to stand for it. You know, you got to remember, there's some of these guys up here on these teams that you're going to either comply with them, you're going to come in there at their level, or they're not going to let you play. And that's what these guys want to do. They want to go up there and run with the big dogs, and they're trying to do it because they read somewhere that this $22 mic is perfect for gaming. Because I got a video in the process right now, and I'm fixing to bust this one guy out there on YouTube because he's selling them on eBay, and he's talking about how fantastic they are and how good they are, and they're absolutely worthless pieces of crap. Okay? Now, I'm going to pause this video again. I'm going to pause the recording of the video, and I'm going to switch over now to my SM57, and we're going to see what kind of results we get there. Now, I truly do not expect to be able to remove all of this background noise, but I guarantee you it's going to just absolutely blow this AKG P120 away as far as background noise. All right, so give me a second. I'll be right back. Okay, guys. So now I'm back, and I've got my Shure SM57, and I'm absolutely lipping this mic. Okay. So now let's go ahead and look at the background, the noise floor. When I'm silent here for a second too, left-hand side under the meter where it says current. Okay, now I'm in the low 70s. That's my noise floor, a negative 73, 74. My input level is hotter than what I had it set for when I was using the condenser. Okay, now with this being said, again, when these guys are up here, same thing, same, same excitement, same everything. So I'm going to go ahead and record this, and we'll start right over here again. So if you want to go through to take the time to listen to this, all the way through, if you haven't been convinced by now, no problem. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing, and I'm going to start hitting my keyboard. Now, just so you know, I had to actually take my enter key and put it back on my wireless keyboard because I was pounding it so hard that it came off. Okay? If you've never had the opportunity to watch how these gamers act when they get into the heat of battle, all right? I'm not doing anything exaggerated that they don't do themselves. Okay? They're just like us. The guys, the top guys, the big dogs on the porch, they want their audio to sound just as good as ours does. All right? So I'm going to start hitting this enter key, and I hope it stays on. Okay? So now I'm in the high negative 30s, low negative 40s. So what do you do? And this isn't for the guys up there that know how to do this. This is for the guys that are coming in wondering why they can't do it. Okay? Now with Reaper, I'm simply going to bring up my gate. Okay? I'm going to engage this gate, and I'm going to be silent. Now look down here at this noise floor, and I'm going to show you just exactly what a gate does when I stop speaking. You see that number go away? It's because it does not exist anymore. Yet when I speak, the signal goes through, no problem whatsoever, but it will not show up on that gate. Okay? So now I'm going to come in here and I'm going to tap this keyboard one more time. Watch this gate take the noise from the keyboard out from getting through my dynamic mic. Okay, you'll see it come through there, and you'll see it peak up every once in a while. But I'm not taking the time to fine tune my gate either, because I can come over here and do it. If they were doing their sound check and they would be telling me, "Hey man, you sound good," or "Hey Mac, you're cutting out." So I'm just going to raise it up a little bit, and let's watch it now. Okay, and I'm not going to hit my keyboard any harder. Okay, so that's it. Now, when I recommend using a mixer, okay, that has the proper gain on a mic that is absolutely world renowned for not picking up background noise and be able to use it, being close mic. These guys are coming up here, they don't know how to use a DAW. They don't know what a compressor is. They don't know what a gate is. And they come up there, they're already overwhelmed, just like this original OP was. Guys, right off the bat, I don't know anything about anything. And all of a sudden, everybody just starts jamming technology and do this and do that right down their throat. And man, I can't pronounce your name, and I don't want to get it wrong. But you spanked me one time, man, and I promise you, I learned my lesson. And we both know what we're talking about here, okay? But when it comes down to it, you said it right one time somewhere, and it might have been in this post, I'm not sure, okay? But Jimmy says the same thing. He calls them drive-bys, one-bys. Drive-bys. They come up there, they make a post, they don't never come back. And honestly, it's a human reaction. We try and give them so much information because we know what to do, and we overwhelm them, and they don't want to come back. They don't understand it. They don't want to seem like they're stupid. They act. They don't want to be embarrassed. And that's why I jumped off of that thread over there when you were giving that guy advice about doing the things and troubleshooting his keyboard, because you've been walking them through this process, and it really, in my honest opinion now, and I promise you, I'm going to quit doing this. That's why I went up there and I disconnected myself from all these threads, these notices. I'm going to go up there, I'm going to say my piece, take it for what it's worth. I'm not going to start arguing with people about policies and stuff. I've been doing this for 40 years. Even if I do it wrong, I promise you, I'm going to be best at doing it wrong. It's my personality. Okay? If I'm wrong and you show me I'm wrong and you prove to me I'm wrong, I don't want your opinion. I want facts. You show me, I'll apologize, I'll change my line of thinking, and I'll go up there and I'll make it public. And I'll tell them I was wrong. Okay? But it ain't going to be from somebody's opinion. And that's it. I'm not ranting and raving at nobody up in this community. I'm just telling you what I'm going to do. Because the last thing I want is for somebody to jump out of this community because I sit there and try to give them way too much information when they have absolutely no knowledge whatsoever. Okay? Take care. God bless. And we are out of here.